Good morning. So I know I promised an update so long ago and I have not updated you guys. So the enroll assistant nurses have some questions that I'm supposed to answer. So let me try to answer a few of them now. Hopefully this video will help. So the first question is, what is the cost for my services and what does it cover? The cost is 30,000 Jamaican dollars and it covers me doing all of your applications, so your CG, FNS, your boards and peer review, and also providing you with the instructions for like your fingerprint, how to do your transcript, what to do with your transcript and so on. The next question was how long does the process take? So it takes approximately 6 to 8 weeks once you're able to pay all the fees in a timely manner. So overall, NCLEX will cost approximately $1,200 US. This is using the most reasonable board, and it will take approximately 6 to 8 weeks. So $1,200 US. All right, so the other question is, what state board will be used? So far we've used Ohio and New Mexico. We've been using those boards and they are pretty simple boards. They don't really require a lot, and the Portmore Community College student didn't have any issues with that state board. So that's the board. Other boards are there that can be used, and let me just say this: using a specific state board does not mean you'll be working in that state. You can endorse your license to another state. Following that question, there are persons who ask about multi-state license. The truth is, most persons from Jamaica or anywhere else wouldn't qualify for a multi-state, because in order to qualify for a multi-state in most of these states, you need to have a social security number and an address in the state. When I say you need an address, I don't mean your aunt's address. I don't mean your cousin's address. You have to have like an ID with that address on, stating that you know this is your address, to prove that it's your address, and the social security number. But when you're issued a single state license, you can endorse the license, so don't worry about that part, okay? The next question is, what are the things that are needed by the board? Your transcript from your school, and needing your transcript from your school, this is not me saying go and request a transcript. No, you cannot request a transcript until you have paid the credentialing board and you have the form attached. So please do not request a transcript right now. You don't need a transcript right now. If you are using my services, I'll tell you when to request the transcript. Your license from Nursing Council might be needed depending on the board that you decide to go with, okay? Again, just like the transcript, you cannot request your license until I would have told you to do so. Based on the process, you will need the form to send to council as well. So let's go to the next question. The next question is, what are the study materials that are needed? So one, I recommend using Archer both for NCLEX-RN and NCLEX-PN. And if you are one of my clients who have sat NCLEX, you see why I recommend Archer. The package is for $109 US, but it works. It's a 90-day package, and I always tell my clients you don't need more than 6 to 8 weeks to study. And this is not because I'm bright, because a lot of persons say that I'm not bright. But you only need 6 to 8 weeks to study, to be honest. So you only need 6 to 8 weeks to study for NCLEX, and then you're good to go. So yeah, the next question is, can I work in any state? So, for instance, you register with New Mexico Board of Nursing. Yes, you can work in another state, but you'd have to have your license endorsed. Most of you would be looking for a sponsor, right? So that means the sponsor would place you for some persons, and for some persons, then they would do direct hire like with a hospital. Now, If you're doing direct hire with a hospital, you can always endorse your license to that state, which should take like a couple days. Or if there's an agency that's doing it for you, usually they endorse the license. Every agency have different policies, but yes, they will do all of that. The next question is, do I need to go back to school? No, you do not need to go back to school to do the NCLEX-PN exam. You will be able to sit the exam once your education is comparable to that of the United States and also for the board's requirement. So PCC, that would be Portmore Community College, is comparable to the New Mexico's board standard. So they accept your transcript there. Now, if it's a case where you want to become an RN, they have this, I think they call it I don't remember what they call it, this program that they allow you to move up in the system. So you become an RN in the US, right? So that would be the only time where you would go back to school. But to remain an LPN, then no, because you would pass the NCLEX-PN exam and you would become the LPN. And the final question is, what if I don't have a visa? So if you don't have a visa, don't worry, because you can use your confirmation of exam to take to the embassy, or your authorization to test to take to the embassy and apply for your visa, or apply for your visa and take it to the embassy. I have 2 persons that do the visa applications. I have Chanel, which is my main person, and I also have Elisa. So 2 persons who do it. So once you come and you're ready to start your process, and you're ready to start your embassy process for your visa to do the exam, then don't worry, you can hit me up and you'll be fine. So far, all of our clients have been approved for a 10-year visa, so get on board, guys. Don't worry about not having the visa. And also, you can also go to Canada. So if you have a Canadian visa, you can use it. You can go to England, you can go Mexico, Brazil, and there's another country. I'm just missing one. I think I'm missing one. But yes, you have other places that you can sit the exam. But so far, it has been very successful. So get with it, guys. You'll get the visa. That's the least of the problem. I believe that was all the questions. I think there was a question about immigration, like who can you take with you. Once you're being sponsored an EB3 visa, you can take your wife or husband and your children. So you can't take your mom, your dad, your grandmother, your uncle. No, but when you reach there, you can file for them because you'd have a green card. But you cannot take them because they would be considered your immediate family or your dependents, right? So yeah, that's about it. I don't know if there are more questions that I had missed, but if you should have more questions, I will encourage you to use our website and book a consultation, and we can have a one-on-one sit down where we'll speak for 1 hour, and that consultation is 5,000 Jamaican dollars, and we'll sit and talk about any other specifics that you would like to know. Okay, have a wonderful day, guys, and remember, you can and you will pass NCLEX on your first try.